Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV, and this is the match preview. Newcastle United versus Sheffield United. Back at St James's Park tomorrow. We have a 3 p.m. kickoff. Normally, I don't do lives at this time of day. It's only because I took a half day's holiday today from work. So I thought, why not? Let's do the match preview now. So before we get in to the show, if you do like what you see, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It does help the channel stay near the top of the search, and it means new viewers find it easily. So if you can smash that like, that'd be fantastic. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe. Come be part of this great community we have here. Also, hitting that bell notification, that tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows as well. If you want to become a member, it's 99p. You can do that by clicking the join button. And if you want to make a donation, you can do that in the chat by clicking the dollar sign, using the super chat option, and all money reinvested in the channel. So yes, like I say, we're doing the match preview. Let's have a little chat about Wednesday, though. Briefly about Wednesday, because there's not a lot to talk about Wednesday, is there? Look, I did say it would be a tough game going to Crystal Palace, and look, we weren't wrong. It was a tough game, let's be honest. Palace have been on a run of form, beating Liverpool and taking apart West Ham as well. Although I didn't get to see much of the first half, but what I did see, I wasn't impressed. Second half, I just didn't get any better in the second half, really, did it, And we saw Wilson come on, get some minutes in his legs, but, other than that, we had a claim for a penalty, but to be honest with you, yes, I can see why it wasn't given. Longstaff probably went down far too easily. But look, we lost to Palace 2-0. Jean-Philippe Mateta scored both goals. Not the greatest result, not what we were expecting. It's put a little dent in our European hopes, like Man United winning and going ahead of us. But look, we weren't at the races, we weren't at the races whatsoever on Wednesday. And look, Palace deserved that win. As much I hate to say that, but they did deserve that win. We very, very hardly tested Dean Henderson, to be honest with you. He could have probably picked up a deck chair and sat there for the game reading his book. So, yeah, I was a bit disappointed that we didn't do more than we should have done, to be honest with you. I was hoping when they went ahead, I thought, right, okay, maybe now that will spark us into life. But I didn't see it. I didn't see it coming. So sad. But you know what? We've got a great chance of getting back to winning ways, and that chance is tomorrow against Sheffield United. Let me get into some comments. First of all, ADB says hi. Hi, Andrew. Hope you're well, mate. Afternoon, Tony says, Bia, good afternoon to you. Bia, hope you're well. Harmeet Singh, hi, mate. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe. He says, how out? I'm not sure how it's going to go this next season, but, it's a blip. It's a blip. That's all it is. Afternoon all, says David. Afternoon to you, mate. Is that dub reggae? Says Ronald. It's great music in it. Tony, your thoughts on the CP, DOF potentially coming in? Not very ambitious, is it? I mean, look, Harvey, we don't know who's coming in as DOF. That's the thing. We do not know who's coming in. What we do know is Dan Ashworth is now looking to take further action so he can try and get a move away from Newcastle. If he wants to take legal action or whatever, let him, But a DOF, we're not sure who's coming in yet. We know they're drawn up a short list, and then obviously they're going to go through the candidates and see who's the best. So again, we don't know who's coming in yet, but again, we'll wait and see. And I'm sure we'll make the right appointment this time. We need to. Dan Ashworth, if he wants to go to Man U, let him go. As long as Man U pay the money, they can have him. Simple as. No point in talking about that shit after the other night. Well, yeah, it wasn't that great the other night, was it, to be honest with you? But I just thought I'd put that out there because I didn't do a match review. And yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't great viewing the other night, let's be honest. I think it was a big six team that was a penalty. I would have defended Longstaff too much because he was shit. Yeah, possibilities. I think we didn't get a penalty because Man U were drawn at the time, says Beer. Hey, quite possibly Beer. Afternoon, says Mason. Good afternoon, mate. Hope you're well. Beer says Ashworth and Man United provoked this unsettling. Ashworth knows the contractual amount. Now they won't pay up. Absolutely. Look at Beer's profile. What is it, Paul Gallant? Is it? I can't really see. I'll have to go back to his picture. I can't really see from here what that is. Let's have a look and see if I can see it. Oh, yes, I like that one. Jim Ratcliffe in his bedroom. Brilliant, Beer. Brilliant. Alessandro, taking that loss on Wednesday night really hurts. I blame the players, but Howe still didn't get the lineup right. Yeah, I mean, look, we went to play. I mean, why are we playing a back three against Palace for? A back five against Palace, you know? Let's, we shouldn't be playing a back five against a team like Crystal Palace. Yeah, maybe got the tactics wrong. Obviously, Livermento's injured again, isn't he? So, not great at the minute, is it? I just want to finish above the scum. Yeah, I know we want to finish above Man United. We can do that now if we win every game. And that includes beating Man United down at Old Trafford as well. So let's hope so. Biassi's Ratcliffe and Gallant Studios. Oh dear. Yeah, so obviously today Eddie Howe's done his pre-match conference ahead of the game tomorrow. And we'll have a look at what Eddie Howe's had to say. Obviously, Sheffield United led Man United twice, but lost 4-2 on Wednesday. Eddie Howe says they are competitive, as highlighted by their recent games. The game against Man U could have gone the other way. The beauty of this quick turnaround is that we have a chance to put on a much better performance. It will be a difficult game for us. We do not underestimate them. Chris is an outstanding manager. How he sets his team up, I've always admired him. It will be a difficult game, but we back ourselves if we play to our standards. So yeah, absolutely spot on what Eddie Howe's saying there. Sheffield United will be tough tomorrow. Let's be honest, They might be bottom of the league, and if we beat them tomorrow, we send them back to the Championship. They've gone. So, they have to try and get a result tomorrow, Sheffield United. So the thing is, they're going to attack us as much as they possibly can. And, even if it ends up in them getting a hammering, but at least our fans can say they've gone down fighting. But I can see Sheffield United trying to go for it, and they'll have every right to go for it. That may play into our hands if Sheffield United go for it, because then we can hit them on the counter-attack. So, yeah, it will be tough. It will be tough, but I fully believe for us to get the game won. And sorry, Sheffield United fans, but you'll be Championship next season, definitely. Even if Sheffield United pulled off the unthinkable tomorrow, they've got no chance, really. On Tino Livramento, he says, Tino came on against Tottenham, had a slight reaction to his ankle after the game. It was minimal. It's the same story with a few of the players. We're having to look after him. Hopefully those few days rest will make a big difference. Let's see how he feels today before making a decision on him tomorrow. I mean, look, if Livramento's fit, in my opinion, get him playing ahead of Murphy. I'm sorry, I'm not. Look, Jacob Murphy's been great for us, let's be honest. But is he the sort of player that we want at the next level? Not particular. And I'm afraid to say that. Look, if we can sell Murphy on in the summer, get a little bit of money for him, look, it all helps towards FFP. So, yeah, let's hope Tino's fit. On the defeat of Palace, he says we were disappointed. We acknowledge and hold our hands up to it. We missed those resilient qualities that we need. And that has been too often the case away from home. We have to do better. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, we were poor against Palace. Let's be honest, we weren't great at all, and we got what we deserved. Nothing, absolutely zilch. So look, we need to put that right tomorrow, and we need to sort out this horrendous form as well away. We've always got mixed results at Selhurst Park as well. Callum Wilson, who made his long-awaited return, he says, Callum came through fine. I thought he looked good, worked well with the lads around him, had a couple of dangerous moments. That's the positive from Wednesday. The positive from Wednesday about Callum Wilson is keep him on the bloody bench, please. Sorry, but keep him on the bench at the end of the season. Just bring him on for cameos. Don't start him. You can't start ahead of Isak anyway. And look, let's just keep him fit till the end of the season, then sell him in the summer. I know Eddie Howe's said that he does want the owners to cash in on Wilson because he says he'll be expensive to replace. I get that. But at the end of the day, what happens if we have him again next season and we've only got him and Isak and he goes down and then Isak goes down with an injury? Who's going to step up then? We need players who can stay fit consistently. And one of them is not Callum Wilson. So I'm afraid he has to be gone in the summer. Ongoing to the final five games of the campaign, he says, look, we must learn and absorb all the lessons from Wednesday. Every game is difficult. It's up to us, firstly, to go into the game with the right mentality. Let our players express themselves in the right way. We have to finish the season strongly. These are important games for us. We are under no illusions on how important these fixtures are. We have some tough games to play, and we are looking forward to the last 5. So, yes, Eddie Howe says that there. We need to finish the season strongly, and yes, we do, because, look, we had the perfect opportunity that night to get that win and create a nice gap. But unfortunately, we haven't. So, look, we do really need... we really do need to start winning games. If we win the last 5 games, we've definitely got a European place. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. If we finish 6th or 7th, do you know what? After the season we've had, I think we can look at it and say it's been great. You know, with a fully fit squad, who knows where we could have been. On Nick Pope, Joe Linton, and Miggy Almiron, he says they're all getting closer, but not close enough. Nick is beginning to start his early training sessions with us. He started to be with the outfield players in shooting drills, which is good news to hear. Joe Linton has been to a specialist and is working on his own program, so he's probably not going to be back this season. Miggy is there or thereabouts and could be back next week. Again, for me, Miggy Almiron doesn't get in the starting lineup in the minute because the front 3 have to pick themselves at the moment, and that is Gordon, Isak, and Barnes. So, look, we've got to... The likes of Miggy has to settle for a place on the bench, unfortunately. That's the way it's got to be. But there again, I've always said it, Miggy's not a bad impact player. When the opposition are tiring after 70 minutes, bring on Miggy. And he can run rings around them. Right, let's get into some comments. Harmeet says, how shit was Longstaff? Dear me, did he win his place in the cereal box? He's probably the shittest academy project of the whole of England. I mean, look, he hasn't been great. We know he's playing with an injury, and I know that's no excuse, but he's playing with an injury. If Leeds United get promoted, whether they get promoted automatically or through the playoffs, then, look, hopefully they'll buy Longstaff. Talking about Leeds fans, Trevor's in the chat. He said, I think the 2-1-4-0, but if VAR's involved, we get nothing as it's rigged. Absolutely, Trevor. Absolutely, mate. David says, how much of a snake is Dan Ashworth? By the way, the guy's a disgrace. He is. I mean, look, he left Brighton to come to us, and he's done to us what he's done to Brighton. The guy is disgraceful. And you know what? I hope when he goes to Man U, I hope it all goes tits up. I really do. And that's not being nasty. That's not being bitter or twisted or anything like that. All I'm saying is I hope it goes tits up for him. And I hope it's if he thinks the grass is greener on the other side, then I hope it really isn't. And I hope it's full of shit for him. I really do. What has Ashworth really done for Newcastle, says Ronald. Next to note, he is so going to arbitration when he has achieved little on nice wages. We should sue him instead. This is setting a dangerous precedent now when people are doing this, going to arbitration. You know, people like Ashworth need to just realise that at the end of the day, if he wants to go, then go. But Man United have to pay the money. If Man United don't want to pay the money, there's nothing Ashworth can do about it. Because we are doing everything by the book and he's on gardening leave, and that's exactly what the arbitration would say. Harmy says, to hell with him, why waste the energy? I'm off to London for QPR Leeds, and we need to win, says Trevor. Yeah, you do. Ipswich have got a game in hand. I think if Ipswich win their 3 games, and Leicester win the next game, I think you'll have to settle for a playoff place. But back in the playoffs. We can't afford to drop any more points if we want the top 6 Europe League. No more excuses now. Expect 5 wins. Yeah, let's hope so, mate. Let's hope so. That's what we need. It's 5 cup finals. That's what they are. Where's Rolly? Have you still got him locked in the dungeon? Not seen him in ages. No, David, he was on the other week, but he's actually away at the minute. He's in France, and then he's in France and Belgium on holiday. So hopefully he'll be back very soon. I don't know when he's back from his halls, but I'll no doubtly find out soon. What's up, Tony Boy, says Zaki. Hi, mate. Hope you're well. PG Walrus says, thoughts on tea and crumpets? Tea and crumpets? Yeah, crumpets are nice. I think everybody likes a crumpet now and then. Yeah, nice bit of butter melted in. Lovely. Hope you're well, mate. Harmeet says, the only positive Wednesday is Longstaff didn't get a full game. Yeah, he got taken off, didn't he? Yeah, and rightly so. He wasn't that great. If you don't cash in now, Wilson leaves for free and he gets worse. Cash in now, says Bia. Absolutely, Bia. I can't believe Eddie Howe's even had the audacity to even say this to the owners, to say, look, it's going to cost too much money to get in their striker in. We know it's going to cost money, but we've been looking at Tesco. So if it's going to cost money, go and get him. Palace played against us like we played against Arsenal home a few seasons back when we won 2-0. Yeah, they did, David. They played very well, Palace. The new manager seems to have got his tactics sorted out now, and yeah, Palace did well. Can't take it away from them. Can't take it away from Palace, absolutely. Andrew says, Eddie's too loyal to some, it's going to be a problem. He's got to realise, he's got to stop this. If Eddie Howe wants to become the top manager like he says he wants to be, then he's got to start getting some of the sentimentality out of his game, because if not, he's not gonna go any further. And it'll be his downfall. What's Rolly's favourite nightclub? Club Rouge. Alessandro says, the schedule is a bit in the ass. We were on a roll and coincidentally we had to take 2-week break. Then somehow we got Palace right after they bent over West Ham. Yeah. If we'd played Palace a few weeks ago, we probably would have beat them. Absolutely. I get that. We constantly lost the ball against Palace. It was truly shocking, says Ronald. It was, wasn't it? Even Will Hughes looked even decent, didn't he, the other night? You know what is far in the FA wants shit United to get Europe, says Trevor, has been for the last 20 years. Man U pay for FA and VAR. I mean, yeah, you bring that up, and the thing is, Howard Webb was at Man United's training ground the other day, Carrington. Bia says, Tony, did you say we've been looking in Tesco's? They really do sell everything. Yeah, they do sell everything, don't they? Mason says Rolly will be bringing a few players from the Belgian Pro League back with him. Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah, be nice, though, wouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, Rolly, I know, bless him, he doesn't like too many players from that Belgian league, but there's some good players come out of there. There really is. Last season, when we went away and fell behind, it was always felt we could still win. Forest, Brentford, but this season we don't have that belief. Yeah, Bia, we don't, and that's the problem. We don't have that belief of thinking that we can, go out there and when we won down or whatever to come back. I mean, look, against Palace, we did not show enough in that game. And it was very, very poor. Even Bruno was poor. Let's be honest. Dubravka, again, it's through the legs of Dubravka. As Brian keeps saying, he's like the Dutch hooker, with his legs open. I mean, look, it's just, yeah. Dubravka has to go in the summer as well, I'm afraid. We need to get another keeper in as well. But we need another top quality keeper because now that Pope's had his second dislocated shoulder, this is going to be the worry. Could it go again and could it end his career next one? So if we can get someone like, say, Mamardashvili, that would be a fantastic signing for us. And it would be exactly what we need. So, yeah, let's hope so on that one. But we certainly don't have that belief. But tomorrow, I mean, look, we're playing Sheffield United. Yes, it is going to be a tough game. Absolutely tough game. It's not going to be easy. You don't take, can't take teams like Sheffield United lightly because at the end of the day, they've got something to fight for. Although they're clinging on, and literally they are clinging on to Premier League play, to staying in the Premier League. But while they've got a hope, they've got a chance. Okay, they're 13 points behind Forest. They're 10 points behind Forest. So technically, only takes, 4 wins and they're out of the bottom three if Forest don't win in the next 4. Because there's only 4 games left. So games are run now for Sheffield United. You've got to say they're probably down, but they're not mathematically down. That's the difference. So if Forest, Luton and Burnley lose every game between now and the end of the season and Sheffield United win every game, they stay up. That's how crucial it is for Sheffield United. They would stay up by 2 points. But you can't see that happening. Absolutely not. Live in the real world, they are down. They are down, but not mathematically at the moment. But they will be mathematically down tomorrow if we beat them. And that's the thing. We need to beat them. But they are going to come out. They are going to play attacking football. They are going to attack us, and they're going to go for it. And why not have it? And why not go for it? So let's have a go. Tell you what, let Sheffield United come at us because that would probably play into our hands a lot better if they have a go at us. If they come and attack, if that is Chris Weller's plan. If he says to his players in that dressing room before they go out at 3 o'clock, if he says to them, right, just get out there and attack, and even if they go down fight, even if we go out there and beat them, say 4-0 tomorrow, at least their fans will then say, well, actually, we went down fighting. And that, as I say, would probably play in our hands if they come out attacking because, bang, we can hit them on the break. And the speed we've got of Anthony Gordon, Isak and Barnes, we could have a field day. We could have another 8-0 on our hands. But I hope they do come out and attack tomorrow because that, as I say, that will play right into our hands. Let's just pop into some comments. We should get an honour. I don't think so, Mason. I know you're joking. Mama Flossie, afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Mama Flossie. Hope you're well. Mason says we can relegate them tomorrow to Silver Sky. Yeah, I said that the other day, Mason. We can relegate them. We're looking at that table. I mean, that's a poor return, 16 points, isn't it, really? They might not win another game this season, Sheffield United. You know, means I say we'll relegate them tomorrow if we beat them, as long as we beat them, you know. And then who they've got after that? Well, they've got a 6-pointer because, look, they've got a couple of 6-pointers coming up. Because if they did say beat us tomorrow, which I can't see them beating us, by the way, but if they did, if the impossible happened and did, although it's not impossible, they then have Nottingham Forest at home next Saturday. Then they've got Everton away, but then they've got Tottenham at home last game of the season. So they could stay up, but I don't think they will. I think even if we beat them tomorrow, they're down anyway, and Forest will go there thinking they can get the win so they can help their cause of staying up as well. So look, but it wouldn't surprise me if on the last day of the season, Sheffield United turn around and hammer Spurs. Remember when we got relegated, we took Spurs apart 5-1. Sheffield are going to have to fight like Mike Tyson. We have about as much fight as Eric Ten Hag's hairline, says Bia. But the thing is, Bia, if we're on our game tomorrow, I haven't got a problem if they want to come and attack us. Let them attack us. Let them attack. Because the more they attack, the more we'll attack them. And they'll be leaving gaping holes everywhere. And we'll exploit them. And that is the thing. We'll exploit everything about Sheffield United. You know? Look at when we took them apart 8-0. Nobody expected that scoreline. Has anybody else gone down to Sheffield United this season and won 8-0? No. Chelsea went down there and only got a 2-2 draw. So it just shows you, you know, how under Chris Wilder, how much better they've become, but they're still not good enough to stay in the Premier League. And, you know, in some ways, probably Sheffield United fans are probably hoping in some way that we do beat them because they know fine well they're just about down anyway. But, you know, hopefully they've got a sellout crowd for that. You know, they've sold their allocation out and hopefully their fans will be there to back them and witness them go down fighting, you know. And there's no harm in that. No shame in that whatsoever. I expect us to go and get the 3 points. Well, we should get the 3 points. But again, it's how we approach this game. That is key tomorrow. But looking at the table, as I say, Chelsea have got a game in hand over us. West Ham have played one more game than us because we got that game in hand with Man United. I mean, us and Man United have both got 5 games to go. Well, obviously, Man U's playing us, so that'll be, say, 4 games. So if we win those 5 games, we'll be on... if we win those 5 games, we'll be on 65 points. And if Man U win 4 games, because they won't win the 5th, because that'll be us winning that one down at Old Trafford, they'd be on 65 also. But we would pip them to 6th because we've got a better goal difference. And if Tottenham do the Spursy and go out on a wimp and lose every game from now to the end of the season, because they've got a few tough games coming up. You know, they've got to play Liverpool, got to play Man City, got to play Arsenal. Arsenal this weekend. And then they've got to play Sheffield United and they've got to play Burnley as well. And Chelsea in that as well. So look, what's to say Tottenham don't go out there and only win 1 game? If they do, we finish 5th. Tottenham would end up finishing in 7th place. You know? So look, I'm not saying that Tottenham will lose every game or lose most of them games because look, we're seeing with Liverpool the other night. They're cracking at the moment. Everton beat them 2-0 the other night in the Merseyside derby. And, you know, Liverpool's now 3 points off the top. Man City's 1 point off the top, but they've got a game in hand. So if Man City win that game in hand, they go 2 points clear at the top of Arsenal, 5 clear of Liverpool. I can't see Liverpool win the title now. I think that the hopes have gone. Losing to Palace and losing to Everton's just about killed their hopes off now. Although they're still mathematically, they can do it, but I can't see them doing it. But yeah, Villa, they're nailed on now to finish in the top 4. Can't see Tottenham overhauling them, even though Tottenham's got 2 games in hand. But I think Villa have got enough just to see that job over the line. In the bottom end of the table is very, very tight at the moment. You know, obviously Everton's on 33 points. You probably more than likely say they're safe now, which is disappointing because we wanted to see Everton go down. So they're more than likely safe now, Everton, although that's not mathematically they're safe. But should Burnley lose tomorrow, then and Luton Town, well, Everton need to win. They need to win one more game to just about be safe. But I think it's going to be the 3-way fight with Burnley, Luton, and Forest. Burnley on 23, Luton on 25, Forest on 26. But remember, Forest got to play Sheffield United, so they need to win that game if they want to stay up. Ronald says Sissoko played like a superstar when we beat Spurs 5-1 when relegated. They had a face like a backside in the team photo before going to Spurs. Yeah, exactly. That's another one we got rid of to Spurs for 30 million quid. And he was absolutely dogs. He was absolutely crap when he went to Spurs, wasn't he? He wasn't the greatest when he went there. So, yeah, absolutely fantastic, wasn't it? Absolutely brilliant, that. Yeah. Best bit of business we did. Sell him to Spurs and got rid. Right, let's have a look at Biasa's heard pre-season we are visiting Japan. Wow, that would be a nice one because look, imagine getting our brand out there in Asia. Be absolutely fantastic. Japan's got some great stadiums. Do you know what? They've brought some good players over the years as well, Japan. You know, they've had some great players over the years. Honda, he was a hell of a player, wasn't he? But they've had some good players. I know we've had a Japanese striker ourselves, you know, Muto, but yeah, he wasn't the best, was he? You know, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we do go to Japan. I think it'll be brilliant. Although the games are going to kick off at weird times, aren't they? Because I think it's going to be like early afternoon or whatever, isn't it? Or early morning, something like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens anyway. But that's for another day if we're going to Japan. People are still not happy about doing that thing at the end of the season either, or the away at Australia with Tottenham Hotspur and what have you. BS, I've been to Japan. I'll never be cool with the toilets that spray up your backside just wrong. Well, I suppose they're just giving you a wash, aren't they? You know, just make sure you're clean. Anyway, right. Let's go from the toilet. And let's have a look at how we think we could line up tomorrow. I fully expect this man's going to be in goal tomorrow, Martin Dubravka. Look, I think cash in on him on the summer, even if we get a few million for him, just get rid of him. Let him go. Get a decent keeper in. And say thank you for your service, but off your toddle. Now, the only thing I can think of is if tomorrow Livramento doesn't make it, which would be a shame if he doesn't make it tomorrow. If he does make it tomorrow, I'm going to put him at right back. But if he doesn't make it tomorrow, I know it pains me to say, but I think at right back, we're going to have to start with Jacob Murphy, I'm afraid. Because I think he's the only one who can really play there. although it's not his natural position. But I think we'll have to play Murphy at right back. And then in the centre, it's going to be Emil Kraft. He's going to be one of the centre backs alongside Fabian Schär as well. So I think that'll be them two, the centre half pairing, and then Byrne will be the left back. Or we could do it a different way. Or this could be I'll tell you what, we'll look at this team first, then we'll look at the alternatives. Okay? So, yeah, so Byrne finishing off in the left back role there. Right, midfield three. This is how the midfield three will line up tomorrow. Sean Longstaff will be there. Bruno in the middle. And Elliot Anderson. That will be the midfield three tomorrow. Up front, starting on the left, will be Harvey Barnes. In the middle, we'll have Alexander Isak, who's on fire at the moment for us. Been absolutely brilliant for us. And finishing off on the right wing will be Anthony Gordon. So that's the team that I think we'll line up tomorrow. Dubravka, if Livermento's not fit, it'll be Murphy, Kraft, Schär, Byrne. Middle three of Longstaff, Bruno, and Elliot Anderson. Front three of Gordon, Isak, and Barnes. Now I did say an alternative team, didn't I? We could do alternatives. Right. So let's look at an alternative here. So this is going on the back four. Yeah. So on the back four, if Livermento's not fit, this is the alternative way to line up. So you could have Emil Kraft as your right back. And then Schär is your right-sided centre-back. With Dan Byrne as the left-sided centre-back. And then at left-back, I would bring in Lewis Hall. That's how I would line that up. So Kraft, Schär, Byrne and Hall. If Eddie's going to start Lewis Hall. This will be the perfect match to play Lewis Hall from the starting tomorrow. Because he's young, he's fast, and if Sheffield United are leaving gaps, he will exploit them. What do you think of that? Is that a back four you would prefer to see? Kraft, Schär, Byrne, Hall? Or would you prefer to see Murphy, Schär, Kraft and Byrne? Hall has to start. Yeah, that's what I would say as well. TalkSport brought that PSG's representatives are talking to Bruno. Doesn't have to go, though. He doesn't have to go, does he? Bia says, Dubs, Tino, Schär, Byrne, Hall, Gordon, Bruno, Anderson, Barnes, Isak and Wilson up top. Oh, strange. So hang on, how many you got? 4-4-2. Oh, right. Okay, so you're going on a 4-4-2 formation. But Eddie Howe don't like a 4-4-2. He likes a 4-3-3. And that is another problem we've got with Eddie Howe because he doesn't rotate like his selections and things like that. So, and his formations. That's an interesting one. Yeah. There's all kinds of conundrums there that we can throw in there and say we can have it this, this, and this. But if I'm honest, I'm going to put out there, this is the team that I would honestly pick tomorrow. So it'll be Dubs in goal. And then your back four will be Emil Kraft at right back, Fabian Schär, Dan Byrne, and Lewis Hall. That would be the back three for me. Back four, sorry. Then Sean Longstaff, Bruno, because we know he's going to pick Longstaff anyway, and Elliot Anderson. Then Gordon, Isak, and Harvey Barnes on the left. That would be a decent team, let's be honest. That would be a decent team against Sheffield United. And even though Sheffield United, throw this lad on the bench, put him on the bench, and then give him 20 minutes against them. Alfie Harrison, give him a go, especially if we're winning the game well. Throw the lad on, give him a go. Let's see what he can do. You just never know. Unless you try these kids, you never know how good they're going to be. I doubt Bruno will go to PSG. I don't think he will either. Why would he want to go back to Ligue 1? Can't see it happening. Look, we'll talk about that in a moment. Wayne says, hello, Tony and all in chat. Disappointing result, like we just have to roll our sleeves up and get on with it. Absolutely, Wayne. Look, yeah, very disappointing, mate. But look, Sheffield United will come and attack us tomorrow, and I can see them attacking us. And do you know what? I think that will play into our hands, and I think we can absolutely go and wallop them. If we beat them, they're down. Simple. Right. Let's talk about somebody that's on the lips. That's everywhere at the minute. You can't escape the talk. And that is Bruno, of course. There he is. Right. We know he's just bought a new house. That's been well documented. Now, we know he loves the tune. He loves playing Newcastle United. We know that. He loves the fans. Now, what we got to look at is, and I'm not playing devil's advocate here, but I just want to try and be realistic here. And look, everybody get involved with this in the chat because, look, it's very important. We've got the FFP sort of thing, right? Now, if we had to cash in on Bruno in the summer, if somebody activates his release clause and he goes and talks to them and says, I want to go, then obviously we can't stop him. If that is the case, and the worst case scenario is we lose Bruno. Okay? Now, it's not to say we can't replace him, because we can't replace him because he's irreplaceable. But he's not irreplaceable. There are plenty midfielders out there we can bring in. We just got to be smart. But it just means it would open up a whole new avenue that will have a load more money available to us to go out and be able to spend on players. Now, we don't want to lose Bruno. Don't want to lose Isak. We know Isak's happy at Newcastle. They're talking about a new extended contract with a higher release clause in there for him. We know he's happy at Newcastle. He's happy with the project and everything. So I don't think we've got any worries with Isak. Bruno, we know, is happy at Newcastle. But again, it all depends. If somebody comes knocking with the money, is he going to turn it down? That is the thing. So we just have to look at that. As I say, we don't want to lose Bruno. But if it came to the crunch that he did go, then we would have to accept that. But then we look at it in a positive way, that we'll have more money to spend in the transfer window. So while there be the negative of losing Bruno, but the positive is where FFP goes up dramatically. So, I don't want to lose Bruno, if I'm honest. I would rather he stayed. But at the end of the day, we will wait and see. We know as soon as our transfer window open, things are just going to go mad. I like Eddie Howe, but must get it right buying and selling in the close season. If he does not, I can't see him here after next season. I totally agree, Mark. I absolutely agree with you, mate. I mean, look, Eddie's got too much sentimentality towards a lot of English players. I mean, look, if he says Wilson's going to be expensive to replace, but we're looking at Sesko, who's worth around about £50 million, or has got a release clause for that anyway, I would rather have him. But then Eddie would rather go and get Solanke, who would probably cost 60, 70 million quid. And I would say, no, thank you. So again, he's got to get it right this summer. But that's why we need a director of footballing, someone like a Maldini, who will turn around and say, no, we're not having that player. He's not good enough. We want this player in the club. We want this one coming in. So again, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I absolutely agree with that, Mark. Bruno makes everyone around him 20% better. He's a heartbeat of our team. Many Isak's goals come from Bruno. Wolves, Spurs, Man City. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree, mate. I honestly do agree. But at the end of the day, if the worst happened and he did go, we would just have to go and find another Bruno somewhere, and I'm sure we could do, you know. But yeah, let's hope he doesn't go, and that's the main thing. Let's hope he doesn't go. Now for tomorrow's game, I haven't given my prediction yet, so I need to give my prediction. So, how do I think this game's going to go? Well, let's just see if there's any Sheffield United fans watching this stream or watching this on catch up. I am very sorry to say this, but you won't be a Premier League team after tomorrow. You'll be going back to Championship. Because I believe we'll go out there and absolutely batter them tomorrow. I know I'm not going to say we're going to win at 8-0, but I'm going to half that deficit because my score is 4-0. I think we can beat them 4-0. Because the reason why I say that is because they're going to have to come out and attack. If they just sit back and let us play and try and defend, then they're going to go out the Premier League on a whim. And they don't want to go out on the whim. So they want to have a go. So they will have a go and attack us. So I'm predicting us to win 4-0. And I'm going to say Isak will get his first hat-trick. And the other goal will come from Anthony Gordon. So there you are. Isak hat-trick and Anthony Gordon 4-0. That's my score prediction for tomorrow's game. Ronald says he's going Newcastle 5-0 against Sheffield United. Yeah. You know, I've been going for some 2-1 scores and things like that, but not tomorrow. I'm not. I'm going for 4-0 tomorrow. I think we can really take them to town and we can give them a battering. And it'll be even better if they do come out and play and decide that they want to try and attack us, because if they attack us, we can attack them and we can go on and win the game comfortably. That's what it's all about. So Sheffield United, if they want to come up and attack us, let them, because the amount of gaps they're going to leave themselves wide open and we're just going to exploit it. And with the pace of Isak, as Mickey van der Ven found out from Tottenham Hotspur, as he found out against Isak, if you leave gaps, you're going to get taken apart. And Isak will take them apart, let's be honest. He really will. So yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting game tomorrow. BS says 4-2. They will be fighting like Gallant for a job vacancy. You're going 4-2. Wow. I mean, look, tomorrow it's a 3:00 kickoff. And as I say, I'll be here for the pre-match tomorrow as well. So don't forget to catch up on the pre-match tomorrow. That will be at 1 p.m. Is it one? No, sorry, half past 1. Sorry, 1:30 tomorrow. With it being a 3:00 kickoff, it'll be 1:30 tomorrow, the pre-match, and the team news comes out at 2 p.m. So we'll bring you both lineups when they come out. Wayne says, I'm going 3-0. Tony, Isak, hat-trick, and Gordon. Also, you're going 3-0 with an Isak hat-trick and Gordon assists? Is that what you're looking at, Wayne? And Holly says, my score prediction is 3 or 4-0. I've gone for 4-0, Holly. I think if they come out and attack, we'll take them apart and we'll absolutely obliterate them. I really do think we can do that. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, we can take them apart well and truly tomorrow. So can't wait for it tomorrow. And look, I'm glad we've got a game quickly so we can put Wednesday's wrong right tomorrow. Mark says 4-0 the tune as well. Yeah, a lot of people are going for that now. And Wayne says I meant 4-0, Tony. All right, no problem, mate. No worries. Ronald says I noticed a few commentators referring to Sheffield United as United, and I have no qualms with that, but not tomorrow, mind. Absolutely. Because 2 Uniteds are playing tomorrow. One's called Newcastle United, the other one is Sheffield United. Magpies versus the Blades. Let's hope we blunt the Blades tomorrow and send them packing back to the Championship. I just hope our fans don't gloat, though. If we beat them and they're down, I hope our fans don't give them grief, and because look, we've been there twice. We've been there twice, going down, and fans have gloated when we went down twice. Most famously, we know the Aston Villa fans did. Remember when they were calling Anton Deck and shouting, where's your Messiah and all that. Well, look, let's hope. I think our fans are too classy to do something like that tomorrow, and our fans will probably just give them a clap, maybe, But I can see us winning this game, and I can see us winning it at a canter. It could be more than 4-0, but I'm going for 4-0. That is my prediction as well tomorrow. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, if you have liked what you see and you haven't yet smashed that like, please do give it a thumbs up. It does help the channel and it means new viewers find it. So please smash the like if you haven't done so already. If you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe, be part of this great community. Also hit the bell notification. That tells you when I'm live. Have a pre-record or any upcoming shows as well. So as I say, tomorrow the pre-match is here. Catch me at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. If you're not going to the game. And we'll bring you the lineups at 2 p.m. as they come out. Tune review. We'll be doing a watch along as well tomorrow. Paul normally starts his show after I do the pre-match. So do check out Paul and Billy, and obviously Alex and their newest recruit, Lady Sam, who she's absolutely fantastic, by the way, on that channel as well. John Sinclair's up. I think he's going to the match tomorrow, so he'll be doing his vlog. So keep an eye out for John if you see him at the game or whatever. So yeah, lots. Pete's going to the game. He does his fans' reactions after the game as well. So hopefully, it's a happy fans' reaction and not a sad one tomorrow. So yeah, absolutely. Ronald says Matthew Racebet will call us United. Probably he does against Man United. Yeah, absolutely. Matthew Racebet's all right. Jacques Madoni, hi mate, hope you're well. He says 3-1, I reckon. But Palace showed something we need to understand. We need to vary our play style. They did us over well. It was terrible to watch. Hopefully we'll go with a different approach. Yeah, I agree, Jacques Madoni. I think what will happen tomorrow, Sheffield United will come out and attack. And I think we'll take them apart with our pace. If they leave gaps, we'll just exploit them, and it could be a hammering. Hi guys, hi Clarky, hope you're well, mate. He says, this live? Yes, this is live, Clarky. This is live, mate. Absolutely. Afternoon. Lady Sam is fit, don't tell anyone I said that, says Clarky. Big up and live free. Tony says, Mick. Cheers, Mick. Thank you very much. And 5-0 to Toon, says Mick as well. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going for 4-0. Yeah, I'm going 4-0 tomorrow. I think we can win that well. Especially if they're going to come out and attack, because I think Sheffield United will come and attack. Because remember, if they come out and attack, and even if they did the unthinkable and beat us tomorrow, they've then got a chance of survival. So while they're mathematically still in with a chance of staying in the Premier League, they won't give up without a fight. So if they come out tomorrow and attack and leave gaps wide open everywhere in the field, Gordon, Isak, Barnes will exploit that. Bruno will exploit that. Cher will exploit that with his passing. If Hall plays on the left, he will exploit that as well. So look, lots of positives tomorrow, because I think Sheffield United will come out and attack, because they're going to have to. Their fans who are travelling to St James's Park tomorrow will want to rather see their team go down fighting, rather than going out on a whim. So they won't want to go out on the whim. So I think they will come out fighting tomorrow. I really do. Good man. Clarkey says, I think it'll be tougher than that. I don't think it will be, Clarkey, because I think they'll come out attacking. Jock would only hope so, Tony. They'd be looking for getting something. Yeah, absolutely, mate. If Sam's father's on, I'm snitching you, Clarkey. I think it'll be tougher than we think. They only have to have pride to play for. They're under no pressure. They are under pressure, though, Clarkey, because they've still got a chance of staying up. They're 10 points behind Forest, and they've still got to play Forest yet. So if they don't go out and go for it tomorrow and they defend and we beat them, then they're going down the wrong road. So I think they've got to come out fighting tomorrow. Sheffield United absolutely have to. If they don't, and they go, and they try and defend for the 90 minutes and we beat them, the fans won't be happy with that because they'll say, well, where's the fight? They want to see the fight. So that's why I think they'll attack tomorrow. Wayne says, who's Man U I got? They've got Burnley at home. Now, that's another thing. Burnley win that game. And it's, remember, Vincent Kompany, so ex-Man City skipper. Anything's possible. And I would love it if Burnley turned Man United over tomorrow. I really would. Remember, we got to go to Burnley, and that's not going to be easy either. They could sit in and try and attack us the last 20 minutes, says Pierre. Yeah, but I don't think they're going to sit for the whole game because there's no way that's going to work, is it, if they're just sitting? Tony, they ain't staying up, mate. They know that. Well, yeah, we know they're not staying up. But that's all I'm thinking. I think they will have to put a show on for their fans because their fans won't want them sitting back. Forest win one game, Sheffield United are gone. Yeah, they are. Absolutely. But as I say, while Sheffield United have got hope, I mean, Forest play on Sunday. They've got Man City at home. Now, there's no way Forest are beating City at home. I'm sorry. So probably Sheffield United's looked at that. And then their next game is Forest, Sheffield United's. So they're probably looking at that thinking, right, we can go to Newcastle and get a win there. And City will hammer Forest. Then Sheffield United be thinking, then they've got Forest the week after. They beat Forest. They're back in it. So look, it's all to play for. All to play for. And we want Sheffield United to attack because we want them to come right out and attack so we can hit them on the counter and absolutely bury them. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. Tough match for Man U, absolutely. It's a local rival of Burnley. Forest to beat City. I doubt it very much, Clarky. City are playing for the title now, and it's their title to lose now, I think. Yes, we know they're behind Arsenal by a point, but they've got a game in hand. And you know fine well City will win that game in hand. So, yeah, everything to play for. So, all we want to do is we want Sheffield United, please come to attack, play attacking football. Come on, leave the gaps open, let us exploit it, and it could be a battering tomorrow for the Blades. Let's blunt the Blades, send them back to the Championship tomorrow, once and for all. As much as I hate to say it, and I shouldn't really gloat like that, but it'd be nice for us to send somebody down for a change rather than when we got sent down by Villa the last, back in 2009. But wasn't all down to Villa, it was down to Damien Duff as well, scoring our own goal. Anyway, if you have liked what you see, please do smash that like. It does help the channel. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe. Come be part of this great community. Also, hit the bell notification to keep you up to date with live shows, pre-records, and any upcoming shows. Tomorrow, yes, at 1:30, we have the pre-match show. So do join me for the pre-match tomorrow. And that hour's gone really quick. 2-0, hope I'm wrong. Blunt the Blades, lol. Yeah, absolutely well. They're called the Blades, so let's blunt them. Yeah, let's blunt the Blades. Was that Rolly? Rolly? No, I don't know. I don't think he's in the chat. No, Rolly's on holiday at the moment anyway. So, yeah. But look, we look forward to the game tomorrow. We can't wait. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But just remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. And it's bye-bye from me. And take care. Enjoy the rest of your day and evening, whatever you're doing. Until then, sleep tight. I'll see you tomorrow, 1:30. Don't forget the pre-match tomorrow. See you at 1:30. Till then, it's how are you, the lads?